A lot of people have asked me, what's like the best way to experience this movie, The Avengers, Infinity War? Well, if you have a really good 4K pixel shifter with HDR projector up to 128 to 130 inch. Right now, I'm in a room that's a bit smaller and it's about 128 inch diagonal. I'm watching it from about 9.5 feet away. Okay, and that's what you should be doing. You should be watching this from 9.5 feet away so you can get a really nice widescreen feel through it. Look, BenQ HT-2550, when it comes to HDR, I think it has one of the best optics built inside a projector. I know there's other projectors out there. There's laser, there's a short throw, there's Optima. Those are good as well. But you have to remember one thing. BenQ, for the price that it's selling it, for $1,500, this is a pretty good deal. I wouldn't be recommending this projector if the price wasn't right. But considering this is a 4K pixel shifter technology, DLP, with high dynamic range, with a really good color accuracy, okay? And I'm not sure what the percentage of the color accuracy is, but it's much better than the previous version of the BenQ, all right, projectors. So when you have a much better color accuracy, you will have much better high dynamic range, okay? This is not the brightest projector, yes, but there's a reason why it's not the brightest, because they want to preserve that color accuracy, okay? They want to preserve the color accuracy. Let me take you to another scene really quick here. And here's another great scene right here when Thanos wraps that plasma with his gauntlet and then he releases it. And you can see just how much the HDR here shows up. The 4K resolution, it's something that should be viewed on a bigger screen. If you truly want to appreciate what 4K can do, you have to watch it on a bigger screen, especially with the pixel shifter technology that's built inside this DLP technology. Like, for example, look at this scene. Just look how beautifully the color is being represented here on this projector. Look at those flying butterflies, crystals, whatever they are. Look how beautiful that looks, man. The reason I'm doing it from an angle like this is because if I'm standing in front of it, then you will see my shadow. You will see me overshadowing the picture. Okay, so I cannot do that. And here's another great representation of the color accuracy that BenQ HT-2550 brings here on a projector. You know, there is no question about that, guys. If you truly want to experience, here's the thing. Here's what I want to say. Because a lot of people have been bugging me about this. They've been asking me about a projector versus TV. TV, it's a TV. Projector, it's made for movies. If you truly are a movie lover, if you love movies and you just love movies, you're like a hardcore movie buff, you're going to buy a projector, a really good projector. You're going to buy a really good home theater receiver for you to enjoy this type of accuracy of color and sharpness. All right. And BenQ HT-2550 for $1,500, you're not going to find a better deal anywhere else. Okay, I'm just telling you right now, you will not find a better deal anywhere else than with the BenQ HT-2550. People ask me, what about the Home Cinema 2150? Home Cinema 2150, it's a 3 LCD technology. It's not 4K, it doesn't have HDR, but it's still a great projector for the price. You know, you're still going to enjoy watching movies on the big screen. The only difference is you're not going to have this type of color accuracy. You're not going to have a higher vivid resolution on a bigger screen, and a bigger screen needs those pixels to be presented on this big giant canvas. Look at that photo that I have over there. That's my father there. Look at the photo, and then look at the that lamp down there, and just look how big that screen. I'm 9.5 feet away from this screen, and this is a painted screen. Okay, it's painted. I use a very good white bright color on there, and it gets the job done, honestly. I'm saving money, not putting up some big giant sheet out there, So that's just my opinion. Now, you guys want to know, what about the picture settings? What type of picture settings do you recommend for a projector? So we're going to go cover that right now. We're going to do that right now. All right, so let's talk about a picture settings for BenQ HT-2550 projector. As you can see, Thanos here just looks magnificent on his big giant screen. And if you want to relive that same cinema experience that you had in April when you saw this movie the first time, obviously projector with a bigger screen and this 4K copy of a movie will get the job done. But let's talk about the picture settings that I use for a projector. Keep in mind, the picture settings that I'm going to give you are only for the movies. I only use a projector for the movies. I don't use it for the gaming. I only use it for the movies. Let me repeat that one more time in case you guys didn't hear it, and then you're gonna type me some BS in the comments. I only use a projector for movies, as they should be. No hard feelings, but that's the truth. I know, so you guys gonna say, well, Mr. 4K, why do you have your brightness at 50? Why do I have my brightness at 50? Because I don't want to overblow my white bright levels. Remember, guys, the idea, it's not to crush your white bright levels. The idea is to keep your white bright levels equal. This is what calibrators do. They're looking for a balance. They don't want digital black levels to be crushed. They don't want the white bright levels to be overblown. They're looking for a balance. Why do you think they have that equipment? They have that equipment because they want the balance. That's what they're looking for. I wasn't born yesterday. I did go to a video production school. I know the principle of calibration and what they're looking for. It's just that I don't agree with them that you have to spend $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 to buy some equipment to tell you what you need to do if you already know what the rules are and what you're supposed to avoid. I'm avoiding crushing my white bright levels. I'm avoiding crushing my deep dark levels. I'm avoiding getting the sharpness all the way high. I'm keeping it balanced. And I'm sure as hell not oversaturating the color because I already have HDR. So I know what to look for. If you have the knowledge, if you know what to avoid, then you know how to calibrate. End of story. Anybody else want to challenge me on this? Kiss my ass. You can't, because I just told you the truth. Let's move on. So let's recap this really quick. All right, the brightness has to be at 50. The contrast has to be at 50. Why? Because we don't want to overblow our white bright levels. Color, it's at 53. That's normal. We're not oversaturating anything, keeping color at 53. That's just the right amount. It's only 3 clicks from a default zone. Sharpness is at 5. That's normal for a projector. We're not going over the balance. We're not going over the threshold. We're keeping it in a balanced level. The most important part, HDR brightness. For the love of God, HDR brightness, keep it at 0. Keep the HDR brightness at 0. Color temperature, keep it at normal. Why at normal? Because you want to balance the yellow and blue. Warm yellow and cold blue. You want to balance it. Keep it at normal. And before I end the video, the Cinema Master Pixel Enhancer, keep it at 5, just so you can have the pixels be a little bit sharper. And Color Enhancer, keep it at 5, just so you can get a little better color accuracy. And there you have it. There is your 10 minutes calibration and a video. Enjoy it. Take care.